Up the straight, it's Bugatti in front.
He's a little bit special, there's absolutely no doubt.
It looks as though Dream Walker has just got there in the final stride.
It'll be a dream for the rest of my life.
And 3, Rockview ahead.
But to be in the Derby is something everybody's in all their life for.
Razzle Dazzle George wins it for Dolores Route by a wide margin.
I wouldn't swap my dogs for any dogs in the field.
Here comes Krug 95.
He's a terrific little dog, and he gives you everything every night. What more
A
can
couple
you
of
do?
lengths in front, and Rock Chase Bullet races on to win.
And having a dog in the final is just absolute. I can't sleep. I'm getting up 5 o'clock in the morning thinking about Bullet.
The traps, the most important part of any race. Huge anticipation, a roar from the crowd, and then they're off. Well, we're here now at the opening bend. We've seen the dogs coming away from traps. At this stage, they're really starting to sort themselves out. Anything could happen at this point. If a dog gets round in front though, well, they're going to take some stopping. Well, here we are now at the second bend. At this stage, the race really starting to take shape. The dogs have sorted themselves out and they get set for the long race down the back straight. The race is really developing at this stage. You'll find the dogs will swing off wide. Some dogs will stay tight to the fence, but it's all happening from this point on. We're now just before the final bend. At this stage, the runners have already taken the third bend. They're in the perfect position to strike up the home straight. If the favourites in front, expect the noise levels to be absolutely deafening. Remember though, they still have the home straight to negotiate. And so to the finishing line. This is where dreams come true and where a Derby champion is crowned. And so to the main event, the final of the 2011 Ladbrokes.com Derby. Let's join Michael for the parade.
Yes, well, just in time, because here we have the finalists for the 2011 Ladbrokes.com Irish Derby. And in trap 1 is Razzle Dazzle Bugatti, the early place specialist, son of Brett Lee and Razzle Dazzle Pearl, bred by Lee Marks and Dolores Ruth, and trained by Dolores for the Dazzling Syndicate. Brilliant young tracker, this fellow, with a stunning early pace. He's 11-4 on the tout. In 2 then we have Dream Walker, the dog trained by Tom O'Neill for John Egan from Glanmire, bred by Ted Fitzgerald in Care. He ran up the Puppy Derby last year and he has really got here on merit. A strong running greyhound, this Dream Walker. In 3 then we have Rockview Head, which is trained by Peter Cronin. He's just won the consolation. This one owned by Jimmy Ferncombe and Clive Taylor, a son of Headbound and 3-Star Gem. And you know, if this dog wins tonight, well, Peter Cronin will have handled all 3 Derby winners this year at some stage of their career. Then in 4 we have the second of Dolores Ruth's runners. This is Razzle Dazzle George, owned by the Dazzling Syndicate, and was bred by Lee Marks, of course, a son of Kinloch Bray and Razzle Dazzle Pearl. George, a finalist in the English Derby before this. He had no luck on that occasion and was just beaten by Makeshift before that in the Easter Cup final. He's a powerful tracker, this fellow. 5 then is Krug 95. In his 3rd Derby final, sensational stop, a veteran performer, trained by Fraser Black for Lawrence Blunt and Martin Wakefield, son of Drubbies Maldini and Frontier Music. And his sire was twice favourite for the Derby final and finished second on both occasions. And in 6 then we have the dog that has been hammered into favouritism, Rock Chase Bullet, trained by Ronnie Works for Richard Forrest, a son of Westmeath Hawk and Droopy's Bubble, was bred by Sean Dunphy in Ballyvallican in County Waterford. Rock Chase Bullet, he's very well drawn, could be well drawn in 6. He's an inside runner really, but he's not diving for the inside anymore, but he has really run a brilliant greyhound in the last 3 rounds. They're all in, folks, for the final of the 2011 Ladbrokes.com Irish Derby. The SP betting at the off. In 1 here is Razzle Dazzle Bugatti at 7-2. 2 Dream Walker 10-1. 3 Rockview Hero at 7-1. 4 Razzle Dazzle George at 5-2. 5 Krug 95 at 8-1. And 6 Rock Chase Bullet at 2-1 favourite as the hare comes around behind the traps. And away they're going. Rock Chase Bullet is out fast on the outside. Bugatti on the inside and into the corner. And 6 is Rock Chase Bullet. 1 Razzle Dazzle, a bump between them, and another bump between them. And Razzle Dazzle George now is in a beautiful position. There's 2 leads. That's Dream Walker from Razzle Dazzle George, and 1 Razzle Dazzle Bugatti. The 3rd bend. 2 Dream Walker on the outside. 4 Razzle Dazzle George. We have a real buckle on here. It's Dream Walker in front from Razzle Dazzle George. Up the straight, Razzle Dazzle is finishing, and George, oh, it's very, very, very close between 4 Razzle Dazzle George and 2 Dream Walker. Walker, and flying in third behind him was Krug 95. But what a race! And the result, the official result of the 2011 Ladbrokes.com Irish Greyhound Derby. The winner, number 4, Razzle Dazzle George at 5-2. Second, number 2, Dream Walker at 10-1. And third, number 5, Krug 95 at 8-1. The time, 30:02. And now let's have another look at this race, and I'm sure supporters of Bugatti and Rockchase Bullet will have horrors here, as Bugatti came out, moved wide, cut off 2 and 3, but now 6 Rockchase Bullet had flown out. He got the bend just, but then bang, bang, bang at the corner, and there goes Dream Walker. Suddenly on the outside is Razzle Dazzle George making his run. Now they were desperately close from here on, head to head, nose to nose all the way. Great battle. Dream Walker is a very strong stayer too. He was the Puppy Derby runner-up last year, and now heartbreaking to lose out by such a margin here in the final of the Derby. But it's Razzle Dazzle George takes it from Dream Walker. Dream Walker owned by John Egan and trained by Tom O'Neill. They win so close to Derby glory, but there's the winner, Razzle Dazzle George, the son of Kinloch Bray and Razzle Dazzle Pearl.
Richard, from a Ladbrokes point of view, a great final. How was it financially?
Financially, yeah, it was a good result. Today the popular dog was Rockchase Bullet. He was the only dog we could lay, so anything but him. So George, yeah, fine, happy.
And in terms of anti-post money, was there any money for Razzle Dazzle George? Of course, he went through the English Derby. You have a lot of shops over in England. Any sort of anti-post action for him before the Derby started?
Very, very small, to be honest. I mean, the disappointment of the English Derby final probably loomed large in everybody's memory, and I know they said he came off sore, and he probably did, but that doesn't take away from the fact that he got beat. Pleased with the result, obviously pleased for Dolores, and pleased with the fact that the dog came to England, tried, nearly, came here, succeeded.
People would have said you could have quit training a happy woman a few years ago, but no, you're hungry for success, and tonight you're after winning a second Irish Derby with George. I think bravery was the order of the night tonight. You've had time to reflect on it now. Your thoughts and feelings?
Yeah, bravery just really sums it up. What a battler he is, and what a class act he put up. It was really put up to him, and a tremendous performance.
I think it's fair to say that in the early rounds of the Derby he may have won a little further. He is tired, he's had a long, long campaign, but again, guts, heart. He still had to show the pace to get there, of course.
Yes, he had to show everything tonight, and he was capable of doing that, on the night. But it's been a long year for him. But we put him away now and give him a little break.
You've already won the Derby, Razzle Dazzle Billy. It never gets tired, I'm sure.
Ian, this is a dream working twice. I was dazed after Razzle Dazzle Billy won. I'm a bit dazed tonight. What right have I to win the second Derby and be involved in the second Derby? I'll have to wake up tomorrow and just see it's true. It's fantastic. But I'm involved with great owners, Roy Nicol and Brendan Hurl, and Dolores, who's a part of it, and the Razzle Dazzle Syndicate. It's great for the Razzle Dazzle dog, and I have to pay special tribute to my great friend and lady, Razzle Dazzle Pearl, who put us all on his pedestal, and Ernie Cook, who sold us a great bitch and said that she would be good for breeding, and Ernie was right.